this platform to eventually feed into Salesforce as far as any documents that are uploaded in here and to send it into Salesforce. So the center rep can just go from the WordPress platform and not have to jump back and forth. Okay, I loaded some documents in WordPress, I loaded some other documents directly into Salesforce. Hey, client experiences, it all goes from the same place to the same place. If that makes sense.
You don't have enough money for that right now.
Okay.
That makes sense? You're getting close, but that's why I'm trying to give you the agile development, because the way I'm developing, you're going to be able to move forward almost incrementally, as in like, okay, you really only have 50 to 70 right now, like, you know, at the level with the LMS and all of the account users is like, that's going to be a lot, and then the onboarding education for each center is going to kind of be a lot.
Of course.
That's what you got to think about is, I've got to go to now 9 centers and help understand that workflow instead of taking a growth wheel and telling them this is what it is. It's like, all right, we're still on WordPress. We have only core functionality, as in you know, the learning management, the intake, everything's on. What do you want to do here? What banners do you want? What words do you want? But you will essentially be able to put that up, and then the pages that you create just have to, you know, go up here and just don't change it before the city approves it. You can put up your own blogs, you can put up your own information, your own content. You can change the number or the address on there if it's wrong, so you don't have to call somebody for a work ticket. You guys can still run it with your intern or anybody on site. You can assign profiles and stuff, but once you take somebody into the system, they need to run. You know, you're going to say, okay, there's 2 accounts. You know, you'll need this account, which is WordPress. The client will always go through WordPress, and then we would essentially, you know, they may have some double labor in the beginning, which would be downloading some forms and then maybe uploading them manually into Salesforce. But it depends on, you know, the more you put up front is the more you can put into sales, you know, the more I can put into Salesforce. But I was trying to keep it at the price point of, you know, 50 to 70.
Closer to
and make it dynamic, you know, intake and multi-location.
Yes.
Versus trying to go in with the mentality of, oh, we're just going to take all this over, because then it would have to be a city contract, and you guys don't want that. Right now, you're just licensing a platform and a developer, and then you're paying for the hosting, and then you're doing that in order to make sure that the architecture you're developing per your city or wherever this other contract came from is in coordination with where you're going for the future. And that's the premise that I have right now. So it's like, okay, we stay with WordPress because you don't want to have to fire people, and the learning curve for, you know, a completely new system is a lot for something that's not long-term looking. This is what you're using now. We're not really changing it. We're just centralizing all of the way it's done, so all of you are not planning, and then you're all implementing your plan in a different way, and then nobody's working towards the same model, and then you're all overstressed because you're getting less money. Well, guess what? Technology is here. You just did an update. So it's implementation and optimization for the organization to be able to run at an optimized, you know, flow. So when you guys go down to 350 next year or whatever it may be, they're not, you know, all shocked. Well, you should only need 4 people there now. It's not 4 people minimum. It's you should only need 4, because most of the education is going on online. You don't need 30 people in the center teaching courses all day. And all you need is managers to be calling and sending out information, and then the instructors will also have compliancy, as in, okay, you know, let's say you have a goal of 100 at your center, you have 10 courses, you have 10 instructors, each one of them is responsible for getting in 10 people. You know, they just have to play their numbers, and if they don't meet them within certain timelines, you know, we just set up methodical operational guides for each center. So it's like, here's your director, here's your 2 advisors. Your advisor has to bring in 100 people. So if they're going to go ahead and subcontract, well, here's the profile for that person. Here are the goals. And then you get a notification. It's just a simple RACI matrix. You know, notification, informed, and those reports can be generated, but I need to know what has to be in those reports. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
And then the good thing about the dashboard for the back end of this, which I'm going to let you log in real quick. So go ahead and go to businesssourcela.org and then /
sourcela.org /
WP dash admin.
And okay.
And then username will be Business Source LA.
Am I going to click here, Keith? Begin here? Because I don't see something that says username.
Okay, let's see. Oh, are you going to click it? Well, let's see. Just click login, actually, in the upper right-hand corner.
I don't see it.
WP, what dash did you use?
Business Source LA. Let me go backwards. You said /.
Here, I just sent you the link.
Okay.
WP-admin. Naturally, you wouldn't even have to do this, I guess, because I do have a login feature.
Okay, here. Username and address?
Business Source LA.
Oh, you know what the crazy thing, Keith? Hold on. I'm seeing it on my screen, but the cursor won't highlight where I could type anything in it. It's just all black.
Just start typing.
There it is. Okay, I had to hit it a couple of times. You said just start typing?
No, yeah, Business Source LA. Is it still not working?
Business Source LA for username?
Yeah, that's the username, and then the password is capital V.
Mm-hmm.
And then the @ sign.
Okay.
Lowercase l,
Yeah.
E, Y.
Sorry, Keith, did you say, what did you say, PY or TY?
EY, like Valley
EY.
with an @ sign.
Oh, okay.
And then 5 exclamation point, 2 exclamation point.
Error. Okay. Incorrect username and password. Let's try that again.
Business Source LA.
Now, when you did that, did you do like a capital S between business and source?
Let me see.
Okay.
Let's see. I just sent it to you.
Oh, you sent it to me. Okay, let me go back. Now, what you sent to me was the link where I already am. Did you send another email after that one?
Just click the 3 dots under it. It made the password. Yeah, I just sent you another one with the password in. After WP admin, I sent you another one.
Oh.
Let's see.
There it is. So the one that says Business Source LA and then the whole password that you were talking about?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, let me... Thought that's what I typed, but oh well. Let's go here. Got too many open here. Again, close this guy. This guy. It's thinking. Okay. Never got it. I'm in. Dashboard.
Okay. So this is like the admin area, but
Okay.
there will be a prettier dashboard a little later. So essentially you're seeing kind of everything that we have here. So if you go over where it says My Sites.
My site, and I'm going over to the left at the top. I see it. My sites.
Now you should see
sites.
all the different locations under there.
I do see it.
So that's what I'm kind of like, we've built it out already where it's ready. So I can start throwing WordPress, like if you give me this is a go, I'll just start getting all of them built. I will build it, and then we just need to mastermind a meeting with all the centers So we can talk about, what we'll do is we'll just put a blank WordPress on there, and then we can talk about what your goals are, because, they're going to have to take off their logos and stuff. And then we will kind of generate a template. Here's the banner, here's the icons, and we kind of want to centralize all of this with all of your locations. We want each one to look a very succinct way. So have a home, about us, your programs, and so do you want me to just develop those pages? Because each one of them has a different number of pages, a different all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So maybe we can have I'll develop the core for all of them, and I'll put that in the strategy. 10 to 15 pages for each location, and then maybe an other section, other programs, where MCS has all their other stuff going on. And then it can also lead to a personal site or something like that.
Unbelievable. Now, question for you. Since this is our site, City of LA site, and I know that these operators have their own businesses, Icon, and I think Icon is probably the only operator that doesn't have other programs going except Business Source, because MCS has other programs going,
right.
VSEDC has other programs going, PACE has other programs going, BETC has other programs going,
right.
And East LA, I don't know if they have anything else besides, like Barrio Planners might be supporting them, but I don't know if they're operating other grants. So let's just say Icon in East LA. Where I'm going with the question is this, Keith. When we talk about the client being able to navigate from my page over to their pages, is that something that's notorious, or is that something that once they at least complete the Business Source experience, then they can navigate away? I wouldn't want them, the Business Sources, going into, hey, just go to this Business Source site, look on the right, you see my logo at the bottom, click on it. Go to my, no. If you're on my Business Source page, your whole experience is with me. After you're finished with your experience with me, then if you want to navigate away. Just curious. Or am I being selfish?
For me, it should be that they have their own sites, like MSC has, their site, and they can say that they're on here, but everything Business Source should be Business Source. And if you want to, per the locations, if you want to give, under the about, you can talk about the operator, and when you click their logo, it would, go to MCS California or something, but everything Business Source can be done through Business Source. If they want to monetize off their website, which they may, it needs to be done through, I don't know. I just don't think their logo should be kind of everywhere. It's like you're the operator, and everything Business Source. That's why we're creating a Business Source site for you. So on your anything you want to put out or anything for your company, this is the site that you're using, but this is all Business Source stuff only. And then all your disability programs and all that other stuff, it's just like, no, that's on your site. You can mention it here, and when it's clicked, it goes to MCS California, because we don't run that program. Only you run that program. So I think the operator sites and the EWDD Business Source specific site should be separate, because it just should be. That's the only way you're going to get your own information.
Oh, that's good. I just wasn't clear when you were talking about them having their own sites, if they could navigate away from my page directly to their own site. I don't want that. I want them, you got to go to a separate login, not a login, but, basically another email address to get there. I don't want to make it convenient. Hey, while I'm visiting the Business Source, let me just jump over and see what else MCS does. I'd rather them have to go somewhere else. Does that make sense?
Then that's what I'm saying. We can just take the branding off as a whole then. Yeah, they don't have to have any of that on there. That's why it's a Business Source site only.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. That's what I would want to do, Keith. I mean, I appreciate that these operators have other grants and other things they do. That's all fine and good, but I don't want my client confused between the difference of my program and the operator. They just need to see the program.
I got you.
They just need to go to a location, and when they get to the location, once they're there, hey, that's their audience. They can say, hey, by the way, we're also, we're MCS. Welcome to Business Source, but we're MCS, and we do 15 million things. Love it. But you did not get that from my website.
Right, exactly. That disability service and this and that and the work ticket to work program, it's too much, bro. You're doing a lot.
Yes. You got it. Okay, good. We're on the same page. Just want to make sure. Cool.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of where I am at this point. I try to slow down.
Yeah.